Good morning, Clotten Cougars, to today's episode of Take 5, the Science Edition. Our focus today is going to be over balancing chemical equations. When it comes to balancing an equation, there's always one law that you must follow. That's the law of the conservation of mass, which states the mass of the product must equal the mass of the reactant. When you're looking at a chemical equation, what you're putting into the reaction is called the reactant. So it's the first set of elements. What you're getting out of it is called the product. So let's all look at this first chemical equation. We have 2H2 plus O2 gives you 2H2O. Notice on the reactant side, you have a big number and small number next to the H. That big number is called the coefficient, where the small number is called the subscript. Both sides have hydrogen, and also both sides have oxygen. When you're trying to balance, first you need to multiply the coefficient with the subscript. Gives you a total number of hydrogens on the reactant side. 4. Next, notice there is no coefficient in front of the oxygen. When there's no coefficient, you assume that that number is 1. So you'll take 1 times the subscript 2, which gives you a total number of 2 oxygens. You will then do the exact same thing to the product side. You'll take the coefficient times hydrogen's subscript, which is 2, so you have 2 times 2, 4 hydrogens. Then you'll take 2 times the subscript of 1 for oxygen, which gives you a total number of 2 oxygens. Now it's your turn. And while you're getting ready to do the next one, I want you to notice, now it's your turn. What did we talk about yesterday with homophones? It's being a contraction, your being possessive pronoun. So here we go. Your first equation, N2 plus H2 gives you NH3. Go ahead and do this on your own. Notice that you have nitrogen and hydrogen on both sides. Take what you just learned and put it into this equation. Now check your answer. Notice on the reactant side you have 2 nitrogens, so you want to make 2 nitrogens on the product side as well, so you add a coefficient of 2. But however, when you add that coefficient of 2, it also raises the amount of hydrogen on product side of 6. So on the reactant side, you're going to have to add a 3 to get a total of 6 hydrogens. Now let's try another. Here we have N2 plus O2 gives you N2O. Go ahead and work this one on your own. Here's the answer. You should notice that on both sides you need to add a coefficient of 2. When you add that coefficient of 2, that raises the nitrogen on the reactant side to 4. It also raises the nitrogen on the product side to 4. You do not need to add a coefficient to the oxygen because both sides still have only 2 oxygens. This should all make sense to you because, as you know, everything I say makes sense. Get it? Got it? Good. And now, for your viewing pleasure, we have your very own Miss Smith with her debut album.
Science all in your ear, 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 Science all in your area, science all in your home. Science is hard, all up in your phone. Science in your ear, science in your mouth, science in your eyes. Science all in your area, science all in your home. Science is hard, all up in your phone. Science